let us now invite Dr. Chi-Wang Chen to tell us about the secret. Dr. Chen, please.
All right, thank you. So I can see that you are so looking forward to go into the workshop, right? So some of them will be playing with the ceramics, ferrofluids, and sugar, and then for the last one is the pinhole camera thing, okay? So because of the schedule, I will be talking very fast because I can tell from your face that you really want to do something, okay, right now, okay? So before letting you go, okay, let me talk about the mystery of camera, okay? So for our student of workshop 1D, you'll be making a pinhole camera, okay? Of course, I won't be demonstrating how to make the camera to you, okay, using this time, because you'll be making it, okay? And there will be a lot of fun. So in this few picture, you can see about the technology behind different camera. So most of you will be much more familiar with this version. Okay, actually, if you see our photographers, okay, they're taking videos and photos using digital cameras, and also taking photo is so easy to do. Okay, as I can see from some of you, you're using your camera to take photos to the sugar art. Okay, and try to make it as a complement of your memory, okay? If you don't want to forget something, you just take a picture and take a videos and keep it forever, okay? So here, there are two key concepts behind this camera thing. So first of all, how to collect light and form sharp images. And the second thing is the record of image and try to make it forever. Okay, so those are the two biggest science and technology behind the camera. So for this one, it is the pinhole thing. Okay, it is the simplest structure of camera. Okay, and then okay, for this version, I'm quite sure that none of you have used that before. Okay, it's some technology in my grandfather generations, but I have used this one before. It's a photographic film camera. Okay, so for all of our students, so have you used this one before? Or, yeah, that's great, okay? And actually for our workshop participants, some of you will be playing with some photographic film and manipulating some chemical and building up some images on your own, okay? Our teacher will help you to do so, okay? And for the digital camera, okay, it's just one click. But I would say that technology makes our life much easier than before, so that when we are enjoying the convenience behind this technology, we will be missing out the science and technological details, and they're very important. Okay, if you really want to make art or science, okay, using camera. So first of all, let me talk about the pinhole camera, the basic. So let's draw your attention to this picture. Okay, so given that there is a little black box and making a pinhole at the front, you can see from this light ray diagram, okay, it is only the light from the bottom of the tree be able to go straight, passing through the hole and get to the screen at this position. And for the light from the top of the tree, okay, it is only this light ray be allowed to pass through the pinhole and coming to this position of the screen. So you may see that the pinhole is looking like some kind of filter or selector. They will select some specific light and let it pass through to form the sharp image. So you may think that, if I make the hole bigger, okay, will it make things better? Okay, so first of all, it will collect more light, but the bad is that you will be collecting much more light in different directions. At the end, you won't form a very, very sharp image. Okay, so pinhole, okay, this kind of basic structure is, let me repeat once again, okay, it is some kind of filter or selector to select some specific light to form a sharp image here. So this is the technology behind forming images. So the second thing is that, okay, when you are observing the camera and also the camera on your smartphone, you will see there must be some lens, okay? So for those lenses, I would say that there is another technological advance, okay, if you use lenses, because even if you open up a larger hole in front of your camera, you can use the lens to help you to collect the light. So even though you have lights from the tip of the arrow, and even though you collect which are coming out in different direction, the lens will help you to focus it and make a sharp image onto the screen. Okay, so that's why for most of the camera right now, okay, we can see the lenses. They're very useful for us to collect light and form sharp image to the screen. So those are the technology behind forming images. So if you keep studying physics and in the secondary school or in the DSE syllabus, okay, so you'll be learning something like the lens formula, okay. So there are some mathematical rules behind to govern how this lens collects the light at a certain position and the nature of the image, okay. So then, for the film, okay, so now I move to other kinds of technology, okay. Given that you can form sharp image on the screen, the second technological hurdle is that how to record those images, okay, and how to make those images forever. So there are two classes of technology. For the earliest kind is the photographic film, okay, some of the class may have played with it before. So actually there's layers of chemicals there. So the chemicals, I call it the photochemicals. They will be reactive to the light. Okay, so actually when light falls into the screen and if we put the film in front of the screen, the light will somehow convert or transform the chemical, okay, according to the intensity. So if you have more light, there will be more photochemical reaction taking place. We have different layers of photochemicals to catch up or to react with different colors of light. So at the end, with at least 3 different layers to catch 3 different kinds of light. The blue one, green one, and the red one will be able to record all of the images, okay, or all of the information of the images. So the film will become the negative, okay? So after some other chemical process, we come up with a real photo. So I will let our workshop participants to go through this process, which is interesting. Okay, you won't know what you get until you develop your photo. That's the fun of the people camera thing. But when we talk in terms of the modern technology, okay, which is more about the camera on your smartphone, okay, so it is making use of something called CCD, charge coupled device. Okay, in this case, we are not using the chemical to record the image, but we were using the photoelectric effect, okay? So I have to say a little bit more about this photoelectric effect. So it is just an effect for those elements or atoms, okay? They can somehow react to light, okay? When light fall into the atoms, it will somehow change the behavior of the electrons surrounding it. So I guess most of you will know about the atom. And some little details about the atomic model, right? In an atom, there's a nucleus, and there are some electrons circulating around, okay? So if the atom is more excited, the electrons will be more excited as well, and they will be circulating at a further distance, okay, from the nucleus. So here, we are making use of these characteristics of atom, okay? We know that it will react to light, okay? So when light falls into a bunch of atoms, it will excite some electrons and form some photocurrents, okay? So the light signal will become electrical signals. So here, that's why we install a lot of this kind of electronics devices in which they will react to different lights differently and will record the change, okay? So for this photoelectric effect, it has been discovered and explained for more than 100 years ago. And for the scientist who explains this process, which is so famous, okay, It is also contribute to the one of the Nobel Prize in Physics more than 100 years before. So, is there anyone know that which scientist I'm going to talk about? Yes. Yeah, Albert Einstein. Okay, so he is so well known because of his relativity, but he got the Nobel Prize because of the photoelectric effect. Okay, so that's why I would say there are so many wisdom accumulated behind this tiny, dedicated technology behind your camera. Okay, so now here we are able to use this photoelectric effect using electronics to record the images forever. So the information will be stored in the SD card, and you just bring along the SD card to go to the Photoshop, and you can change it, or also you can process the photo. Okay, so now the applications of camera, I think we're also clear about that. Okay, from the ordinary usage, okay, to observe the traffic, to make art, okay, to see about the atomic world or the astronomical world, there are a lot of cameras. And the fundamental principle behind is as simply as this ray diagram. The idea is to how to make good use with these optics to make the most sensitive optical instruments to record the photo and keep it forever. Okay? So if you really want to play with the art and science or technology behind this camera, you cannot miss out the fundamentals science. Okay? So for this workshop, okay, it will be Mr. Stanley, okay, one of my friends. I knew him for a very long time. He's my old friend. Okay, he will teach our workshop participants to use a metal box to make your own camera, and then he will also guide you to take the photos and make the photos on your own. Okay, so and for this picture, okay, is also one of the products from this pinhole camera. So you may feel that the pinhole camera is a very old-fashioned technology. Okay, it may be a better idea for me to use my digital smartphone to take photos. But I would say that there are some of the photos would be unable to make by digital cameras. Okay, so for example, for this photo, it takes more than months to come up with the image. For these tracks, the solar track, the track of the sun. Okay, you all know that the sun rises from the east and sets at the west. But you see that there are multiple tracks here. Why? Because this photo has been exposed for months, and we all know about the seasonal change. Okay, during the winter, the sun rises from the east, set at the west, but in a more south direction. But during the summer, the trajectory of the sun will be also from the east to the west, but more north. Okay, so there is some seasonal change of this solar track. Okay, so as my friend told me that we cannot make this kind of photo using digital camera, but it could be made by this pinhole camera. So I would say there's no limitation of art, okay, and also there's no limitation of imagination. So please enjoy the workshop and make something interesting and be equipped with such skills and knowledge and create more art and technology in the future. Okay, thank you.